Hi and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of different services that I offer to help assist people in their awakening journey. If you are interested in any of those, check out the description box below and you will find all of the different descriptions. Feel free to shoot me an email if you have any questions about anything. I am always here to help. I love and adore each and every single one of you. And it's such an honor to be a part of your awakening journey and just to share this journey together. So today I'm going to be doing a reading for the sign of Pisces. This is going to be for the end of July, although time is fluid, so I mean, it may have already happened. It may happen in the future. It may not happen at all. This may not resonate. It is a general reading. So take what parts resonate and leave what doesn't. Check out your other sign placements as well. If you don't know what those are, go to a website such as astro.com and put in your birth information and a chart will be drawn up for you. So this is for Pisces. Okay. Interesting. All right, so we had the Seven of Cups come up as your first card, Pisces. So this is a card that indicates confusion, lots of different options and lots of different choices, and not really knowing which path to choose or what it is that you want to create. I feel like you guys are in this space where you have all of this energy moving through you. Like you've been really in this deep process of awakening and really reconnecting to yourselves. And there's just absolutely so much. I feel like for a lot of you, you either are or you were for quite a while kind of paralyzed by like not really knowing which path to choose or what to do, or sort of like what avenues you wanted to explore yet. Like you guys are so amazing and so mystical and so magical, but there's just so much that you guys, like when it comes to spirituality in general, like the awakening process can probably be kind of overwhelming in some ways because it's like a coming home for you guys, but it's also like I'm interested in so many things and I have so much that I want to explore, and like how do I fine tune that and how do I narrow that down? But you guys are in the process, or you will be in the process soon, of being able to do that, because you have the Seven of Pentacles as your next card. So this is like, as you can see, he has very focused energy and intention. He knows exactly what he wants to grow, and he's putting the energy and the intention and the focus into manifesting that. So excuse me. So that's the key right there, is really having a focused intention, really picking something and sticking with it and going with it. That is really the key to success when it comes to anything. So if you have all these different interests and all this stuff that you're trying to pursue, like just pick one thing and really focus on that and focus on growing that. I feel for a lot of you guys, this is also you just really focusing on growing yourselves, growing your hopes and dreams, like planting these beautiful seeds and like really feeding the light into that. Really just focusing your intention on this beautiful, this awakening journey and all of these different aspects of yourselves. I see it's really interesting. We have 2 sevens in a row here. And so 7 is a highly auspicious and spiritual number. So you guys are really, you've been in this process, like even though it's been a little bit confusing and a little bit overwhelming at times, and it's brought up stuff for you guys where you had decisions that you had to make, you had changes that you had to make, you had things that you needed to address when you realized like what was resonating and what wasn't, right? And so you had to do some pruning, you had to do some fine tuning. You really had to be in this process of like cutting out distractions so that you could focus on yourselves and really get into that energy of learning how to do that and learning how to take the time out for yourselves and to really center into your own hopes, your own passions, your own dreams. Like you guys have so much love for everybody, right? And you want to see everyone succeed, and you have so much energy that you're able to give to others to facilitate their hopes and dreams. But now you're like really learning how to turn that energy back in on yourselves. I feel for a lot of you too, this is just like your empathic qualities and all the different energies that you felt like you were being bombarded with, and really learning how to center and sink into your own energy right now and feel what that feels like and really grow that and really get in touch with yourselves. And so we have the Six of Pentacles here. So this is like, this is even give and take. This is reciprocity. This is an even exchange of energy. And so this is an energy that you guys are moving into, where you're really in this space where you're understanding the importance of an even exchange of energy, and you're realizing what energies are helpful for you and what energies are draining for you. Like, you want to be around energies that are reciprocal, right? Like, you give, but you also receive, and like, you receive because the other person is also giving. Like, that flow is going both ways. It's not just one way where it's just being siphoned out of you. It's like you're getting as much as you're giving. You're realizing the importance of this and the importance of that even exchange of energy, and just really moving into that. And I'm seeing like the way this flows here, it's like the 8, which is abundance and infinity, right? So like, really, you guys are getting more into the flow. You're getting back into your flow. For some of you, it's like there was maybe this confused energy for a really long time. Confusion around decisions that you had to make. Confusions around what path to take. Confusions around like where to invest your time and your energy. And like, you're coming out, and it kind of brought you out of your flow. It took you off of your center, and you're coming back into your flow. You're getting grounded. You're getting centered. I'm feeling getting grounded for a lot of you guys. If you're not doing this yet, like the need to really get grounded, and how that's going to help you to really focus your intentions and really bring you back into the physical a little bit. Like, you guys, because you are ruled by Neptune and you're already so psychically connected in so many ways, sometimes you can kind of almost like float on into the ether. So with this ascension process and everything that's happening with that, you guys are really going to want to focus on staying grounded, going outside, being in nature, walking barefoot on the earth. You know, like, one of my best friends is a Pisces, and she loves doing all of that stuff. And it's so, so good for her because she can, you know, she is very ethereal. She can be very, so it's like really sinking into that and allowing nature to ground you and just doing things and being around people. So it's once again that even balance of energy. It's like you're not always all the way up here. Sometimes you're down here too. Like, you're moving back and forth and flowing between these two, right? Like, you are present in the now in your experience, and you're grounded into the experience that you're having right now, as you're also ascending and growing in light, in wisdom. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is like a slow and steady offer coming in. So let's find out more about this Knight of Pentacles. All right. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles energy. Knight of Swords. Interesting. Tell me more about this. Tell me about this energy here. What's going on with this Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords? So we have the 6 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and the Page of Cups. So that's really interesting. So the 6 of Wands is like triumph, it's recognition, it's achievement. The 5 of Wands is like discord. It can be discord, differing opinions, differing perspectives, people who are really passionate about what they believe, and sort of like that open discourse of energy, that competition type energy. So it's like victory in a competition. But then we have the 9 of Swords, which is like mental entrapment. And then we have the Page of Cups, which is an apology or an offer of love. And the 3 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, which is like heartbreak and betrayal. So this is really fascinating energy here. I'm trying to sort of get a grip on what this means for you guys. It feels to me like the Knight of Pentacles is typically an offer coming in. But it's sort of weird because it's like his back is turned to all of these pentacles. He's like leaving this trail of them, but it looks like he's leaving. And then we have the Knight of Swords, who's like chasing after this motorcycle, which is really interesting. So I feel like for some of you, it was like this energy that came in really quickly and left just as quickly. Like, even though the Knight of Pentacles tends to be slow moving energy, I'm just feeling like someone who came and went. Somebody that maybe you were expecting might have stuck around for a little bit longer, but didn't. And then, so that's like the triumph and the victory, followed by, you know, sort of this little bit of discord, and then this feeling of entrapment and sort of like back into this confusion type energy again. So it's like something that felt, someone that it felt like a really triumphant, like you were being recognized by this person. You were triumphing in a situation that may have involved a lot of heated, passionate energy and sort of like differing opinions. But you felt as though you came out victorious in this situation. And then you're sort of left in this energy all of a sudden, wondering how you got there. This energy of like mental torment. But I'm noticing there's all these black crows, but then there's like the white bird or the white dove up here too. So that's like the hope, right? So it's like there was still hope, even though there was a situation that just involved a lot of ups and downs, a lot of mental conflict, a lot of just sort of, I feel like reaching for something that was kind of just a little bit out of reach. And so now yeah, but then you have this youthful, this like naive, youthful, sweet, innocent kind of energy coming in. And so we had the Three of Swords, but it was actually like this. It was reversed on the bottom of the deck. I don't typically read reversals, so I turned it around. But honestly, I feel like you've been in and out of this energy for a while. Whether you've been doing this to yourself or whether this was due to the actions of others. Like feeling like your heart's been pulled. This card to me in this deck always reminds me of a heart being pulled in a million different directions. So maybe even like for some of you guys, two different people, right? The Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. And like one person with like this earth sign, kind of this steady grounded energy, and one person with this air sign energy, this kind of like chaotic sort of really mentally intense kind of energy. And just being pulled and caught between these two people for some of you is another thing that I'm feeling. So that's where this energy comes in. And just like feeling like a whole range of different, so this brings it back to this energy again, this Seven of Cups energy, right? Of like confusion, right? Of like this whole range. Like that's why this was confusing for me to try to decipher for you guys, because there's just so much different energy going on here. So it's like feeling really victorious, but also feeling like you're kind of like fighting this battle where like you have completely different perspectives and completely different ways of viewing things, and really just trying to find that common ground, but things like kind of feeling kind of fiery and kind of heated during that process. And also this emotion of just like confusion and like mental torment and entrapment and anxiety. So just a lot of intense energies coming off of either this one person or these two different people. And maybe you felt all three energies with both people, or you felt specific energies more specifically related to one specific person and then another. Or it's like one of them was like this triumphant, victorious, just like this energy of being recognized and seen. And the other one was this energy of always feeling like you had to try to like fight to get your point across or to be understood. And then just the conflict of having these different energies and trying to sort through and understand the meaning of that, kind of putting you in this space for a while. And so, yeah, just the heart being torn in so many different directions. Like, do I stay? Do I go? Do I choose him? Do I choose him? Why this person came and then this person left. Just like back and forth, just, and then we have the moon on the bottom of the deck too, which is like illusion, not seeing things for what they are, things that are deceptive or not necessarily, things aren't what they seem. It's below the surface, needing to go below the surface, needing to see below the surface of situations, to really sink into your own emotions and your own guidance, and allow that to be your guide, just kind of like sinking under the weight of that. But I feel this moon almost like illuminating. Like you guys either get some clarity around this situation, or you did get some clarity around the full moon. And is sort of what I'm feeling for this. And then this Page of Cups energy. So somehow in the midst of all of this, you have like this cutie here who's just like sweet and innocent and joyful, and is just like beaming this beautiful heart energy out at you. So it's like these one or two people that you were dealing with, like I feel like this is like a completely new person, right? Like these two are knights, so this could be the same or two different people, but it's knights. It's like comparable energies in a way. This is like something totally new and fresh, and just like, yeah, all of a sudden just coming in and kind of clearing out a lot of that energy for you guys, which is really interesting. So let's get into that a little more too. Like, tell us about the Page of Cups. Okay. Knight of Wands, and now we go to the Knight energy again. Knight of Wands. So this is somebody coming in hot. So he's got this cute, sweet little energy. He or she, the gender is reversible. This cute, sweet, playful kind of energy, but they are coming on pretty strong. And they are really, they have a lot of passion for you. Any more information on the Page of Cups? And this is the Page of Cups, which can often be an apology. It can often denote someone from the past. So it could be another person from your past coming back with this fresh new energy. Or like for a lot of you, I'm feeling like somebody completely fresh and new. That's going to vary. But then we have the Sun and the Ten of Wands, which is interesting. So it's like the sun is vitality, right? It's health, it's good fortune, it's all of those things. Although it did come out reversed. And honestly, with the Ten of Wands next to it, I'm feeling sort of like I should leave it that way, because the Ten of Wands is like carrying heavy burdens. So I'm feeling like, no, I'm feeling like this is somebody who comes in to release you from that and help you to set down some of these burdens that you have been carrying. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling for that. So that's really interesting. And then we have the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So somebody who helps you heal. So this doesn't necessarily have to be another love interest, but I feel like for a lot of you it is, or it has leanings in that direction. But it's somebody who helps you heal emotionally from sort of all of the confusion of this person or persons that you had all of this really chaotic energy with. And for some reason I'm still shuffling, so we'll see what's coming out now. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So I guess like this is just confirmation for some of you who are kind of still going through it, that like there is really beautiful abundance and security and prosperity coming your way, and emotional fulfillment. Like those things are moving toward you as you continue to elevate your vibration, as you continue to do all the work that you've been doing on yourselves and continue to grow. There's a lot of good stuff on the way. So we're going to do a Secret Language of Light card for you guys. And let's see what information we have for you here. Tell me about Pisces, end of July 2020. What's going on with Pisces? Okay, so we have the Divine Feminine. We have Soul Writing. And then we have Wellness. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Soul Family. and focus, which is perfect because we were talking about that setting your intentions and really focusing on what it is that you want to manifest and create, right? So the divine feminine is like, I'm feeling for you guys just like a real healing of your divine feminine energy and really connecting and grounding into that and what it means. Like for you guys, especially being the givers as you are, it's like really learning how to heal that divine feminine energy by drawing on that masculine energy, because that's how we heal one, right, is by drawing on the other, and learning how to set firmer boundaries, firmer energetic boundaries, firmer boundaries with the people in your lives, learning how to be giving, like we were talking about, that even flow and that even reciprocation of energy, like how to seek out those relationships, that soul family, those relationships with the people that you have that even give and take with. I feel like also with those, that person or persons that came up, there wasn't that even give and take and that flow of energy the way that you needed, right? And so you're really learning the value of that in all of your interactions and in all of your relationships. And you're really healing the feminine and allowing her to become more strong. Like really nourishing her and caring for her and caring for that part of yourself and honoring that part of yourself, but also honoring that part of yourself by protecting your energy and being really aware of like what's going on with yourself vibrationally. Where are you giving of yourself? What are you receiving back? All of that I'm feeling coming up with that card really strongly. These cards are just so beautiful. I mean, look at that. They're gorgeous, just like you guys. Then we have soul writing. So this is like writing out the story of your soul. Like you guys are writing a whole new chapter in your soul's journey and evolution right now. You're creating, right, with that focus, with that Seven of Pentacles energy, right? Like you are creating your future. You are writing the script. You are really getting down into the nitty-gritty of your soul story and like understanding the chapters that are getting ready to be finished and the new chapter that you're getting ready to start, and the control that you have over that process and really owning that, taking ownership of that. And so this says, you're the author of your story. Write one that inspires you and doesn't let anyone else command the pen. Physical reality is temporary. It is forever changing from one moment to the next. The events and experiences of your life are multidimensional living art. Their purpose and form will shift as your perception of them does. You can view and adjust any stories from your past, present, or future. Let go of justifying or analyzing the events that become your stories and lift yourself into a new way of seeing them. Look at the card and imagine you are the angel rising and connecting to the soul light at the top of the pyramid. From this expanded view, you can see all your stories and their facets from a neutral position. A higher perspective will unveil and reveal what was previously unknown. You may be surprised, shocked, or embarrassed that the story you have identified with is not what you thought it was. Don't stress. This indicates that the stories are shaking loose and healing is occurring. You are doing so well. You are worthy and you are so very, very loved, Pisces. Yes. So rewriting a lot of that old programming, those old stories, right? Like not identifying with that anymore. Being able to look and observe those stories and that trauma and any of that may be surfacing for you guys right now from that more detached, loving perspective and like disidentifying with that. Like we can sometimes very heavily identify with a story, and as we identify with that story and who we identify with ourselves as a result of that story, it's really hard for us to change and to grow. So it's about observing that story, being like, okay, that was the thing that happened, but that doesn't define me. And moving past that and redefining yourselves and realizing like I can be whatever I want to be and whoever I want to be. I can become this beautiful, glorious being that I was meant to become. And like I can learn from my past, but that doesn't have to define me. Those stories do not define who and what I am, because you guys know, right? You are so much bigger and so much grander than that. And so really sinking into that and coming into a place of wellness. You guys are coming into a place of harmony and wellness, really understanding what that means for you. really understanding self-care. This has been a huge time of self-care for you guys, not just in like how the energy that you're taking in and the energy that you're giving, and like like, you know, like the healing around all of these old wounds and traumas and stories, but just like really looking at how you care for yourselves in every aspect of your being, how you care for yourselves physically, how you care for yourselves mentally, and just really getting into all of those facets and understanding more about how you can care for yourselves more, how you can love yourselves more. You guys are on a journey for that right now, and you're really being encouraged to continue to delve into that and see the ways that you can love yourself better. And how do we show that we love ourselves? By the way that we treat ourselves, by the way that we take care of ourselves, allowing ourselves sleep, allowing ourselves rest, nourishing and feeding our bodies, right? Our bodies are our temples. They are what grounds in all this beautiful light energy. That's the way that we experience this beautiful light energy in a three-dimensional body, right? So really taking care of and nourishing that body and that vessel, right? Like divine feminine energy, as you're healing this, like the divine feminine is nourishing, but she's nourishing from a place of fullness, from a place of wholeness and wellness. So really tapping into that. And soul family. You guys are attracting your soul family. More and more of your soul tribe are coming in as you're like shaking loose all of this old energy and bringing like your true essence and energy more into your physical body, right? Like your that vibration is attracting more of your soul family. You're feeling that come together. You're feeling it's like those pieces of the puzzle kind of coming together and fitting together. And it feels really good because I feel for some of you, you've been disconnected from that for a while, or you didn't feel like you had a lot of your soul family close at hand in this physical incarnation. Some of you may have felt like there weren't that many of your soul family incarnated at all, and you were just like, what the fuck? Like, where are they? Am I walking this path alone? And no, you're not. Like, they are being called to you, and they will begin to trickle in, and you'll recognize them when you see them by that knowing. And some of them are going to help you guys with your focus. They're going to help you to continue fine-tuning this focus, finding those things that you can really laser your focus on a little more so that you can make some progress, right? Like the things that you're interested in, the things that really have meaning for you, that you really want to develop, that you're really passionate about. Like you are going to be able to really focus your energy on those things and really learn and fine tune the art of focusing your energy, right? Like you're ruled by Neptune. Neptune is the great dissolver. You guys, like your energy permeates and it flows and it tends to just kind of disperse everywhere. So that's part of what this wellness is too, is you learning how to command your energy, how to focus and command your energy and call that back into your being. Center that and ground that into your being and focus that out like a laser toward what it is that you desire. Like you guys are really beginning to learn how to do this and how to master your energy in that way, and what you really can accomplish when you focus and you put your mind to something 100%, and how empowering that process can be. You guys are in a big journey of empowerment, and it's the soul song, right? Like you're emitting your soul song. Your soul song is your purest vibration. When you are at your truest and your purest vibration, you emit your soul song, and that's what attracts your soul family. That's what helps you to laser this focus. That's what helps you to really to draw the things to you that are meant for you, and to really center in and realize and understand more of the unfoldment of your life purpose and your life mission, and the way that you can be that force of change and creation and healing, right, for the world. And so first you're learning how to be that force for yourselves, and then you're learning how to be that for the world. And your soul song, like you guys are really, that song is beginning to be sung, which is beautiful. And then on the bottom we just have a reminder, grounding. Ground that energy. Ground and bring all that high vibrational energy into your physical being, and also ground that into the earth. Connect with yourselves, connect with the earth, soul love. Falling in love with yourself, falling in love with your own soul, really connecting in with your own souls is going to be so helpful. And then visualize under that. This is part of that manifestation process, is like visualize the life that you want. Visualize how you want to feel, how you want to move in the world. Like allow yourselves to daydream. You guys are really good at that. And then pay attention to what it is that you're daydreaming about, and let those be the guides that show you what it is that you truly desire. And then, like get a little practical about it. Start figuring out how can I, what are the steps that I can take? I can visualize and I can put my energy out there, right? And spirit will assist me. But what are the concrete steps that I can then take to move closer to my desires? And start taking those steps. Start putting yourselves out there. Start adding that action in with your visualization and your manifestation and your focus. Like that's part of the focus, right? The focus is energetic and it's intentional, but then it's also moving and becoming, like do the things that the person that you are wanting to become would do in the world. Whatever it is that you're trying to create, like what would I be doing if I were creating that, if I were living that? Like what steps can I take? And be open to the guidance for spirit that comes through as to what those steps are. And then we have soulmating. So you guys have been learning through your relationships with other people a lot of stuff about yourselves. But I really feel for a lot of you guys, even though you do have this Page of Cups energy coming in, and that's going to be really beautiful and refreshing. But I feel a lot of you guys really wanting to focus at this part of your path on really centering and grounding into your own energy. And like you may still have people that come into your lives, and it's fine to play with those people, right? Although on the bottom we had create space here. It's fine to play with those people and to learn from those people if they have things to teach you. Like there will still be souls coming into your lives to teach you things and to help you to learn and to help you to heal and to grow. But a lot of this healing too involves like doing it for yourself and healing yourself, right? So it's like making sure that that doesn't become a distraction if you are engaging in that, and that stays at a healthy level, and that you're still able to really create that space for yourself. Like you guys like cleared a lot of that confusion. You're clearing away a lot of those distractions and those things that aren't allowing you to focus on yourself the way that you need to, and really focus on where you're trying to go in the world and what you're trying to create. And you guys are going to continue to do that. But what you're also doing is creating space for more things to come in. So when those things do come in, that's going to be your test into how can I prioritize and how can I keep my focus on the things that are important when all of this abundance and all of these interesting people and experiences are coming into my reality. And then I'm wanting to do for you guys, I do want to do one of these. So this is the Lightworkers Oracle. So we're going to get a card from this. Card for Pisces, end of July 2020. Pisces, end of July 2020. Sorry, that might have been kind of creepy. I was just checking the time to see. I don't want to make this video overly long for you guys. All right. And we got 11, messages in the numbers. So you guys are receiving guidance through numbers right now and other synchronicities. So really pay attention to those numbers, those repeating number sequences that are showing up for you. When you see those numbers, pay attention to what it is that you're thinking about. That's going to be key for you guys. What are you thinking about? What is going on when you notice those numbers? For some of you, this is helping to call attention to your thought patterns. So you may notice specific numbers when you're having specific thoughts. And so, because it's interesting. This card is 1111. 11, right? Which is also like a twin flame number, right? The number of a spiritual awakening, as you guys are going through a spiritual awakening right now. But I'm being drawn to the number 111. And so that is a number that calls us and asks us to really pay attention to what our thoughts are, because those are rapidly creating our reality. And even when we see 1111, that's another thing that 1111 can mean, is that what you are thinking is manifesting very rapidly. So be very careful of your thoughts. Be mindful of those. Be intentional with your thoughts. Don't go crazy with this. Don't let it make you anxious. Like, oh my God, like I'm thinking stuff that I don't want to be thinking right now and it's creating my reality. Like, oh no, help. Like, it's okay. Just like continue to bring it back when you realize, and numbers may be calling you to notice this. Bring it back when you realize yourself doing that and redirect that energy. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. And like shift more and more to your dominant thoughts being the productive thoughts that are going to be helpful for you moving forward. The more you practice redirecting your thoughts and your energy, the easier and more automatic it becomes until it doesn't need to be redirected as often. So just really continue to do that, and really continue to watch out for the synchronicities and the signs that you're receiving. And these number sequences can mean different things for different people as well. So there may be a certain significance to a number, something that it brings up for you, something that it relates to for you. So then that's what the message is. You can look up what different numbers mean. I love using sacredscribes.com and looking up the angel numbers, and Spirit knows that that's where I look up numbers. So a lot of times, like, the messages will resonate with that for me, but it's all what they mean for you, right? But I was being called to throw out there the 1111 energy, specifically the 111 energy, and just what that means. And you may not see 111, you may see other numbers, but like whatever you're seeing, like pay attention to what you're thinking and what's going on at the time that you're seeing that. That can also be a way that you can figure out what the messages are for you, is just by like noticing if you're seeing certain numbers when you're thinking certain thoughts or in certain energies. And it's also just confirmation for you guys that you're on the right path. The more you start seeing synchronicities and repeating numbers, the more it shows that your angels are talking to you and they are rooting you on. It also can be a sign that you guys are receiving light codes, because you guys are receiving downloads and light codes at this time as well. Any other energies? Actually, what I want to do is I wanted to pull a couple of these for you. So we're going to pull a couple Black Moon Astrology cards. I don't know why. I'm just in the mood. So we'll see what these have to say. Kind of a weird way to close this out, but whatever. Second house, owning, and ninth house, or North Node, life's purpose. So this is the energy of that grounding energy, right? That Pentacles energy of really, you guys have a lot going on around this right now, around finances, around planning, around security, like your home base, all of that different stuff. Like really looking at those aspects, looking at also like what has value to you. Really, like the second house is about what we value, and it's about how we value ourselves. So that's a heavy energy, like we were talking about, that you guys have been going through and dealing with, and just like what matters to you. How can you make your lives more beautiful and more enjoyable, right? Taurus or I almost said owns. Taurus likes to own things. Taurus rules. Taurus likes to rule things too. I know, I am a Taurus sun. The second house. So it's like really allowing yourselves to enjoy the pleasures of life. And so this brings us into that physical energy again. Like enjoying those pleasures of being human, and being sure to like ground yourselves and like root into that right now, and that experience as well. And then the North Node, life's purpose. You guys are connecting more to your life's purpose. As you're connecting to your soul song, as you're learning how to focus your intention, how to really harness the power of your thoughts and your mind and your energy, and going through this awakening process and everything that's been happening right now, like you're moving more towards your life's purpose, and you're being more aware of that. And then we have the 8th house on the bottom of the deck. Endings and beginnings. So things are ending and beginning. Things in terms of your physical reality. So some of you might be moving, you might be reorganizing things, you might be just reorganizing anything to do with this whole process. For some of you, this isn't necessarily related exactly in the cards maybe, but like jobs, just changes with all those things, with jobs, with relationships, with finances, with all of those different things. Just a lot of stuff changing and happening in your physical reality, and a lot of endings and beginnings happening. And this is also that shadow work and stuff that you guys have been working on with the 8th house. It's that mystery, it's that magic, it's that energy. Like this is Scorpio Pluto energy, right? But it's the energy that you guys really enjoy too, because it's that mystical, supernatural kind of energy. And then 3rd house messages. You guys are receiving messages and downloads from Spirit. if you pay attention. Those are coming through for you guys. And just communication in general, I'm feeling with this third house. You guys have been learning a lot about communication. This has been a big priority for you. You're learning how to communicate most effectively with others, how to communicate your truth, how to stand in your truth. And you're also learning just like how your energy communicates and how other people's energy communicates, which, I mean, you guys already know you're a Pisces, right? You guys are very sensitive to energy. You're very empathic by nature. But just like really paying attention to that and feeling that. I feel like you guys are getting on this level with people sometimes where like that telepathic communication is almost opening up for you too. And you're really being able to sense even more deeply than you ever have before. The thoughts that people are having, the emotions that they're feeling, like people's motivations, like everything that's unspoken. All of like things speak to you in that unspoken way. Like you guys are really learning how to fine tune and listen to that when it comes to your spiritual guidance and when it comes to your reactions and interactions with other people as well. So that's really fun and interesting. Yeah, and I just want to look and see if there's anything else in this second house that wants to come out. Here we go. Let's see. Yep, being grounded in the physical, just like we were talking about. It's about ownership of talents, maintaining comfortable shelter, living up to personal values, and self-esteem. It's also about what we decide to utilize or manifest in the physical realm, the desired result of which will always be quantifiable rewards, comfort, and also familial happiness. So one of those things that you're trying to manifest in your physical world is this life purpose and living that and breathing that and being that in the world as well. When this card turns up, it's time to concentrate on more practical issues. How do you handle finances? How do you look out for yourself and yours in terms of shelter? How are you being rewarded? Are you making a good living at what you love? Life's purpose. It's a time where you need to protect resources to manage those things you own in a mature and equitable way. When this card presents itself in a spread, it's about sowing seeds for a good harvest. Right? That Seven of Pentacles energy, he's growing the tree, right? It is time to build, accumulate, toil, and manage. You may be at a stage to take the beginning steps of opening your own business or embarking on a path that will not only enable you to realize your dreams, but could also make you a fortune in doing so. Meeting up with, and so for some of you, I feel like there will be some energy of collaboration with people as well, because the 8th house is also the house of other people's resources and of combining resources with other people. Yeah. Meeting up with stubborn individuals or being unyielding yourself could also be an issue. It's important to stay the course, but also to be flexible when dealing with others, especially concerning goals or any financial matter. It talks about the voice because Taurus rules the throat. So once again, we talked about like speaking communication, speaking our truth, standing in our power. Yeah. Yep. And just like really looking at how you're manifesting yourselves in the physical world, right? Bringing yourselves back, grounding yourselves into the physical world, even while you are growing so much spiritually, understanding that you are manifesting in a physical world. And like, how do you handle that? How do you go about that? How do you express your life's purpose? How do you express all this beautiful, empathic, spiritual, creative, mystical energy in a concrete way that also provides for you and allows you to be rooted and grounded and safe and secure in this physical realm? And so really a lot of energies around that for you guys moving forward. All right. So we are going to end the reading today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this video, hit that like button. Definitely helps out to get the message to more people, even though everyone that needs this video will find it. I am absolutely sure. Subscribe if you haven't yet so you can catch more videos. There is a link down below to donate to my channel if you so feel moved to do so. And I also offer a variety of services. If you're trying to sort through any of these energies, I offer personal readings. I do a combination reading and healing session where we do a reading and we set some specific intentions and maybe highlight some different blocks or some things that you want to move past or work on, and then do a healing that targets those things. So that can be really helpful. I also do personalized Ascension Energy transit charts, where we look at the different planets transiting your chart right now and the different energies that those are bringing to your ascension and what your experience can be right now as you're navigating that process. So reach out to me for any and all of those things if you wish. I sincerely love every single one of you, and I hope you have a fantastic end of July.